नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Srimahans, Mahants, Kotaris, Tanidars sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, Lotus TV and Ara TV, and sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, cities sitting with us all over the world, having Nayana Diksha, Los Angeles, Toronto, Kuala Lumpur, San Jose, Ohio, St. Louis, Austin, Seattle, Enriching Temple, Wellington, New Zealand, Oman, Sivagangai, Charlotte, Srisailam, Dubai, Madurai, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, Minot, North Dakota, Doncaster, Guadalupe, Trinidad, San Antonio, Texas, Houston, Texas, Vancouver, and Singapore, Mumbai, Selayang, Malaysia, Tallahassee, Florida, Rajapalayam, Charlotte, Guadalupe, and some more cities. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll expand on Isavasya Upanishad, 6th verse, 6th sutra of Isavasya Upanishad. Please recite along with me. Yastu sarvani Bhutanyatman Evanupashyati Sarvabhuteshu Chatmanam Tato na vijugupsate Yastu sarvani Bhutani Atmanyeva Anupashyati Sarvabhuteshu Chatmanam Tatona Vijugupsate. One who indeed lives by seeing as it is all existing beings in the self-consciousness itself and the self within all existing beings, thus does not feel violated by virtue of not separating oneself from anything existing. Listen. Now the Upanishads are concentrating on one declaration, one truth. The perception you have about you. See, the stuff out of which you are made. If you believe you are made of stuff 100% only with this bone, flesh, blood, then you can never conquer death fear. Please understand, there is nobody, including Mahadeva, is carrying the same flesh, blood, bone, physical body forever. Even he assumes the physical body whenever he wants, wherever he wants, newly. Only the bio-memory is same, biology is not same. Understand? Only the bio-memory is same, biology is not same. if you think you are just biology, just this flesh, bone, body, biology is enough to describe you completely. Everything about you can be known just through the biology. If you stop with that, if you think that is the truth, be very clear, you will never realize the possibilities of life. And one of the biggest life denial statement is, you have only one birth. I tell you. Biggest life denial statement given to the planet Earth. Worst belief human beings are pushed in is, you have only one birth. That happens because the idea you are just this physical body, biology is enough to explain everything about you. No. Please understand, as long as you are thinking you are just physical body, your ambitions, your aspirations, your desires, your fears, everything will be so immature. It will not have any depth. All it takes to please you is just little bit of pleasures. The tip of the five senses. The tip of your tongue is pleased, you are pleased. Your eyes are pleased, you are pleased. The touch, your genitals are pleased, you are pleased. The music, sound, your ears are pleased, you are pleased. Please understand, you are not that small guy. If you think body is also part of you, perfect. But if you think body is only you, you are cheated in a big way by society who taught you that idea, you are only the body. I tell you. I am so happy. Again and again, I rededicate myself to the Vedic tradition just because of this one truth they taught me. You are not just body, and this life is not just the one life for you. That is enough. I can dedicate all my life to the Vedic tradition. Especially telling me this truth in the young age where I've started developing the fresh being to relate with the world. One good thing, in India, even atheists accept reincarnation theory. Some of the worst atheists I have seen, they talk about reincarnation because it has gone into their system from the time they are born. I tell you, in India, the air breathes Hinduism. The air blows with the Vedic tradition. The breeze is filled with the Vedic tradition. I am so happy when I started building my mind at the young age, or I can say my cognition, buddhi. At a young age, I have been given this truth. You are not just this body. Your body also, and this birth is not just your life. I tell you, the idea you have about you, if that is matured, your desires, your fears, your anxiety, your plans about life, your aspirations, everything will be transformed. You will raise yourself to a matured level. Maturity is having right idea about me. Understand? Having right idea about whatever you think as me. Whatever you feel as you, having right idea about it. Understand? Your life is not made of the situations outside, but it is made of the stuff you are made inside. Same hot water, boiling water. Put the potato, it will become soft. Put the egg, it will become hard. So, the situation is not going to decide how you are going to become, but the stuff out of which you are made, that is going to decide how you are going to become with every situation. Understand? Same boiling water makes the potato soft, makes the egg hard. The external situation is not going to decide what you are. It is the concept you carry about you, the ideas you carry about you, the stuff out of which you are made. And understand, the good news is, whatever you believe as you, that stuff only makes you. The great news is, it's not that always after a good news you should get a bad news. No, it's wrong. I am breaking that pattern. First good news, then great news. The great news is you can transform, alter the way you perceive and raise yourself to a matured level. Understand? The good news is whatever you believe as you constitutes you. If you believe the body is you, you will be only that. That is the one main reason I feel so sad about the people who believe that they are only body. Because the people who believe they are only body, they have only one birth, they stop the possibility of growth, and they are just stuck in the causal layer. When they die, they are stuck in a plane, in a zone called causal layer. They are just kept there in the waiting lounge for ages because what they believed when they were in the body. That was the layer in which Akalya was stuck and Rama liberated. If you read Ramayana, you will listen a story. Akalya became a stone, and when Rama came, he put his feet and liberated her. It means she got stuck in the wrong belief about life. She stopped growing. She stopped expanding. She thought the moment death comes, life is over. It's all about body. Her being is nothing but body. She was stuck with that. And Rama comes and liberates her from that space. Understand, the belief you carry about you plays a major role. The good news is whatever you believe, you become that, you are that. Great news is you can alter it if you have a wrong belief. You can mature it. If you have some immature belief, you can transform it. The possibility is available to you. And greatest news is, it's very simple. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanupashyati sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tato na vijugupsate. The Upanishadic rishis, the authenticity they carry, the kind of declarations they make. Let me read out the translation once more for all of you. One who indeed lives by seeing as it is all the existing beings in the self itself, and the self within all existing beings, thus does not feel violated by virtue of not separating oneself from anything existing. I can develop a new Bharatanatyam called Upanishad dance. Listen, one who indeed lives by seeing as it is all existing beings in the self, consciousness itself, and the self within all existing beings, thus does not feel violated by virtue of not separating oneself from anything existing. Not feeling violated. I tell you, hell is the number of times you feel violated every day. Heaven is not feeling violated. And it has nothing to do with boiling water. It has everything to do with the stuff you are made out of. Potato or egg. It has nothing to do with the boiling water. No one has ever seen worse boiling water than I have seen. Understand? Not out of arrogance I am talking from the truth. I have seen the worst boiling water. But that does not decide what you are going to become. The stuff out of which you are made, that is going to decide what you are going to become. Are you a potato or egg? Are you a couch potato or enlightenment egg? That is going to decide. Understand? The external situations does not decide you constantly feeling violated or you constantly feeling strengthened. Whenever I face the boiling water, I only felt possibility for reinventing me is available. Yes, now I can reinvent myself in a much better way. I tell you, if there is a snowstorm, God will give you the ability to grow hair just like polar bear. Be very clear. Never ever your existence is denied. You are tortured unless you decide to torture yourself. Neither poverty nor disease or death itself can violate you. One of the biggest problems we carry, before even life attacks us, we conclude and decide life is going to attack us and commit suicide. Stop this pattern of constantly feeling violated. I am telling you, the most stupid pattern a human being suffers is feeling violated, and when you tell them, they get angry towards you. That is the worst thing. When I tell them, Arey, listen, even death cannot violate you. Neither your poverty nor your disease or any depression, nothing can violate you. Whoever understands that, with whoever's inner space this statement echoes, you feel connected to it. You just feel, yes, it seems true, you are Mahadeva. I tell you, the one and only basic blood group of Mahadeva, I am using a new word, Mahadeva's blood group. If you want to become Mahadeva's blood group, if you want to join his club of Shivagana, just one truth, nothing can violate you. Remember that. Whatever you think, your ignorance, your instability, your depression, your disease, your poverty, or any other problem you imagine you have, or you really think you have, or which is there, including your death, listen, nothing can violate you. Live like Mahadeva. Be crazy. No, that brings a kind of a craziness. When you are clear that nothing can violate you, the word crazy also is not complete. In the society, cranky fellows are considered as crazy. But I am telling you, be crazy out of powerfulness, not powerlessness. When you feel powerful, you will carry that light craziness. That will be grace. I tell you, that will be grace, not just craziness. In your dance, in your steps, in your thinking, the way you sit, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you carry you, let this one truth be the undercurrent. I cannot be violated. I cannot be violated. Violation means, listen, I am defining. Violation means something external can put me in suffering. That feeling is violation. Violence can happen to me. That feeling, that belief is violation. So what? Hey, this has happened. So what? Hey, this has happened. You don't know. You lost the job. So what? Morning accident happened. You don't know. Somebody in your family died. So what? I am not asking you to be insensitive. Understand? I am not asking you to be insensitive. I tell you, falling into powerlessness is not the definition of the love you show. Okay? Somebody had an accident. Somebody had a problem in your family whom you feel very close to you. You fall into powerlessness, roll on the ground and express your love extremely. Is it going to help that person or you? Do what needs to be done. Give them the best medical care, moral support, psychological support, love from powerfulness. I tell you, the wrong brainwashing is done to you by society. You can express your love, you can convince the other person that you love them only by you falling into powerlessness and extreme suffering. More you suffer, more you convince the person you love that person. It's the stupidity you carry. No. I tell you, people who never fall into powerlessness, their decision should be listened in every crisis moment. Every time my decision was listened, we won the game. Because the first response is, so what? And I have a very visual, that response engraved in me, because that is the way Raghupati Yogi will relate. Raghupati Yogi will respond. He had the habit of having that one small stick. In villages they will keep and go on cleaning the teeth. A small neem stick. Still, the elderly men in the village will have that habit. They will eat only twice a day, But 24 hours they will be cleaning the teeth with that stick. So my guru, my master, Raghupati Yogi, all the time he will be having one small neem stick and cleaning his teeth. He was a village man, elderly person, and cleaning his teeth. And any problem, I still remember I was a witness. One of his child died. He was actually married person. One child died. They came and reported to me, and I was sitting next to him. I only told him, Guruji, that one of your son is in the hospital, serious. And I did not see any shock in his face, so I finally broke the news. He is dead. And he continued to clean the teeth and said, okay, let's do what needs to be done. I am not saying be insensitive. He was not insensitive. He just knows he cannot be violated. I tell you. Establish yourself. You cannot be violated. That brings you the strength of Mahadeva. Immediately your DNA starts vibrating in the same space of Mahadeva's DNA. Anybody wants Mahadeva's DNA? Blood transmission with Mahadeva? Take this concept and from today go on digesting it. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanu pashyati sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tato na vijigupsate. I cannot feel violated. Why I cannot be violated? Because I am there in everything exists, and everything exists is there in me. I'll explain. I'll expand continuously. Listen. Everything is your mirror. It's your mirror. Everything. You mirror what is mirrored by you. Whether you feel strong, weak, depressed, energetic, nothing can violate you. The wrong feeling, idea that something can violate you is the worst belief. People tell you have only one life, or you are only body, and put you constantly in the beliefs which keeps you in suffering. They only brainwash you. I just wash your brain. Understand? There's a big difference between brainwashing and washing your brain. I am washing your brain from all these wrong beliefs. I tell you. Meditate on this one idea. I cannot be violated. Today, Vakyartha Sadas on this subject only. Every one of you will have Vakyartha Sadas. I cannot be violated. I am not asking you to be insensitive. I am not asking you not to do what you are supposed to do. No. I am only asking you not to fall into powerlessness. Because falling into powerlessness does not let you do what you need to do. Does not let you do what you need to do. Understand. If you understand the stuff out of which you are made, you will never feel you will be violated. If you know you are not potato, you are egg, you will never be afraid of boiling water. you know it's only going to strengthen you. And the fellows who put you in boiling water will be afraid. Oh God, what we have done? He has emerged now with more strength, more power, more clarity, more energy. What to do? What boiling water? A man who applies the ash, even acid cannot do anything to him. Understand? It's the highest truth. But if you little internalize, just understand, your body also immediately, so much of clarity, the new cognition will start happening in you. Yes, if I am body also, then I am something more than body. So anything done to the body cannot finish me off. Then what is that part of me which is little more than the body? This expansion, digging out. Manana, internalizing about I am body also makes you Mahadeva. In Bengal there is a tradition called Pahal. Pahal means actually mad. People who don't adhere to the regular beliefs of the society that you are just human body and once the body dies you are dead. People who don't adhere to that belief, who say no to that brainwashing, they are called Pahals. And slowly it became Bauls, the Baul mystics of Bengal. If you see all their songs, it will be based on this one truth. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanu pashyati sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tatona vijugupsate. All my healing is only based on this one truth. I just give this truth. I cannot be violated as a physical experience to the biomemory to whom I am healing. See, when something has become solid experience in you, you can give that just like how you give this hand key. If I want, I can give this hand key to somebody. Because this is a solid experience for me. Same way, this concept I cannot be violated is a solid experience in me. That is what I am giving it to anybody who comes to me for healing. Into their biomemory, into their system. Any biomemory catches that, starts recovering like a magic. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanu pashyati sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tatona vijugupsati. Yesterday and today in the Inner Awakening we are doing a process where the whole team sits, digs out the incompletions, appears in you automatically when you relate with each person. If you do this process, you will understand for every incompletion you are responsible, and it is you who mirrors everyone. Everyone, the idea you have about everyone, you carry inside. Everyone is inside you. You are there in everyone. IA participants, how many of you understood yesterday with that process, this truth? You are there in everyone and everyone is there in you. This truth will become experience in you. When you go through that teamily process, that everyone is inside you, you are there in everyone. Everyone cheats like you, everyone is honest like you, everyone is integrated like you, everyone is inauthentic like you. If you are authentic, everyone is authentic. If you are inauthentic, everyone is inauthentic. If you are sad, everyone is sad. If you are bright, everyone is bright. If you feel violated, everyone is going to violate you. If you feel you will never be violated, no one will dare to even think of violating you. The fellows who are trying to throw the egg into the boiling water, it comes back like a bomb and attacks them back. So be very clear. Before you put anything in boiling water, be very sure, is it potato or egg? Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanu pashyati sarvabhuteshu chatmanam tatona vijigupsati. When you give problem to other person, be very sure, is it going to make him weak or strong? I tell you, just this one truth, stand with it. You will manage everything in your life. You will manage everything in your life. Everything in your life will just strengthen you. Strengthen you. It will be just from strength to strength to strength to strength. In southern part of Tamil Nadu, there are some trees. Even if they get buried by natural calamity, in course of time they become stones. They don't just get disintegrated. It's called Kalmaram in Tamil language. If you go to Tiruvakkarai, Pondicherry, you will see those trees which has become stone. Even if they are buried, they don't get disintegrated, they become stone. Understand, it's a stuff out of which you are made. Your belief about you, that decides whether you are going to be disintegrated by getting buried or you are going to become a stone. Whether you are going to be buried or you are going to be in Jiva Samadhi, it is decided based on the concept you have about your Jiva. Even while you are living, that feeling that I can be violated, I will be violated, will constantly be like, I think I am getting violated. If you repeat, I can be, I will be, I may be, I think I am. That's the way it ends up. Just remember this one thing. Nothing can violate you. Sadasiva Brahmendra, one of the greatest saint, Siddha of modern era, his Samadhi is in Karur. Near Karur there is a small village called Nerur. In that village his Samadhi is there. When I went to his Samadhi, he gave me a grass as a blessing. That grass was this pure understanding that I cannot be violated. Meditate on this. Think about it. Stop reducing the idea about you to the level you can be violated. If you think you are the few thousand rupee or few $100 in your purse, just somebody stealing, picking up your purse, you will feel violated. Or if you think your name and fame is your personality, just somebody looking at you without respect, you will feel violated. If somebody looks at you, immediately you will feel violated. Understand, it is how you identify yourself that decides whether you will be violated or not. Whoever feels I can never be violated is my disciples. Understand? I am defining who is my disciple. Whoever decides I cannot be violated, I'll never be violated, I am beyond any violation, you are Shiva Gana. You are embodying Mahadeva. Mahadeva is a principle. He is form also. Whoever catches that principle, your form is Mahadeva's form. Your form becomes Mahadeva's form. You will be radiating the grace of Mahadeva, the beauty of Mahadeva. The beauty of Shiva, the beauty of Mahadeva, the grace of Shiva, the grace of Isha. So today's Vakyartha Sadas is, subject for today's Vakyartha Sadas, I cannot be violated. Tatona vichugupsate yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanupashyati sarvabhuteshu chatmanam tatona vichugupsate. Vichugupsate, na vichugupsate. Tatona vichugupsate, therefore does not feel violated. I'll continue to expand on this verse. The depths, the truths hidden in the depths, the sacred secrets embedded in this verse, I'll continue to expand in the further satsangs. Feeling I cannot be violated. Actually, in the whole Shivoham process, that is what I am doing. Just giving you that bio-memory into your being that I cannot be violated. Transmitting that as your bio-memory. For the inner awakening participants, we will be starting the Shivoham process, maybe by tomorrow. Once they finish this 1 or 2 process which they need to complete, then we will be starting the Shivoham process. They are running little late, that's why. Otherwise, last full week I wanted Shivoham process. But anyway, we will do it. Start working from today with this one truth: I cannot be violated. Anything which can be violated is not me. Understand? Anything which can be violated is not me. Because I am Mahadeva, Shivoham. How can Shiva be violated? No. Anything which can be violated is not Shiva. I am Shiva. Start cognizing this logic. Start functioning from this logic. Whoever is coming to Varanasi Inner Awakening from today start meditating on this truth. I cannot be violated. I'll make that as your experience in Varanasi. I'll make that as your reality. The truth, I cannot be violated. Anything which can be violated is not me. I am beyond it. I am beyond it. I am beyond it. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevana vashyati. Sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tato na vijugupsati. I am not brainwashing you. I am just washing your brain, which is already brainwashed with a lot of dirt. Whatever weakens you, those ideas are brainwashing. Whatever strengthens you, those ideas are washing your brain. Understand? Whatever idea weakens you, if that is put inside your head, that is brainwashing. Whatever idea strengthens you, if that is put in your head, that is washing your brain. Today's Vakyartha Sadas on this one truth. Tato na vijugupsate. I cannot be violated. With this, I bless you all. Let everyone radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.